Describing photos is one of the most commonly assessed linguistic skill. It's assessed in GCSE, IGCSE, A-level, IB, and in the DELE Spanish government tests. So it's a really useful skill to have. In my teaching, I tend to advise my students to describe the photos with 3 core ideas in mind. Core idea number 1, we use the present continuous, for example, estoy hablando, estás comiendo, está bebiendo. Then for core idea number 2, there are 3 types of topic-specific vocabulary I try to encourage them to use to make themselves sound more sophisticated. Firstly, we have the photo-specific descriptions, for example, en primer plano, in the foreground, en el fondo, in the background, etc. Then we have core analysis verbs like se puede ver, one can see, la imagen muestra, the image shows, and finally, we have the above and beyond set phrases, for example, diría que, I would say that, and que yo sepa, as far as I know. These quick reusable chunks of language make you sound like you know what you're describing, and they are really strong topic-specific vocabulary for all possible photo descriptions, such as in real life or in any possible exam that you might take. And then core idea number 3 is to have 5 sentences describing the photo using the palm wave structure. So an easy way to remember it is a waving palm. We have P for people, who is in the photo, A for actions, what are they doing, so you use the present continuous here, L for location, where are the people, M for mood, what is the sentiment of the photo, and W, what is the weather like. By using these 3 core ideas for any photo description, you can have a really good, really strong photo description. So for example, I have this image of a footballer celebrating a goal. Sentence 1 of my palm wave. En la imagen se pueden ver a 2 personas en primer plano y muchos aficionados en el fondo. In the image, you can see 2 people in the foreground and many fans in the background. So to start with, I have really nice photo-specific vocabulary here with se pueden ver and primer plano and en el fondo. And we've chunked these together so there's not actually that much learning that needs to take place. Sentence 2 of my palm wave. El jugador a la derecha de la imagen está mostrando su camisa, mientras que el otro jugador a la izquierda está saltando. The player on the right of this image is showing his shirt while the player on the left is jumping. So here I have the present continuous and I'm describing more than one action. I'm describing 2 people's actions. Plus again, I have that chunked photo-specific vocabulary on the right and on the left. Sentence 3 of my palm wave. Creo que están en un estadio. I think that they are in a stadium. So I've got a verb of opinion to an extent with creo, but I've also added their location, so I'm adding a bit more detail. Sentence 4 of my palm wave. Que yo sepa, diría que están celebrando un gol importante. As far as I know, I would say that they are celebrating an important goal. Here I've added my above and beyond structures. These are set phrases that push you up massively. Que yo sepa is a bit like a throwaway filler structure, but it is really sophisticated from a grammar point of view. It is in the present subjunctive. And then we followed it up straight away with diría que, I would say, which is the conditional. So if you're trying to describe a photo for an exam purpose, and remember I am an official examiner, it really stands out to us. And again, I've given a sort of opinion with importante. And finally, sentence 5 of our palm wave. Creo que hace buen tiempo porque los aficionados llevan camisas de manga corta. I believe it's good weather because the fans are wearing short-sleeved shirts. Again, I have a sort of opinion, creo que, but more importantly, I have a justification of that opinion. And this is really important. And then I've added the weather for extra detail. So what I'm trying to show you here is those 3 core ideas I mentioned. 1, the use of the present continuous. 2, the use of photo-specific descriptors that you can learn as chunked language. And 3, the use of palm wave for 5 sentences, is that you can accurately describe a photo in Spanish without having to learn loads of vocabulary or structures, and it actually sounds really sophisticated. Naturally, if you're learning to describe a photo for a specific exam, your teacher will tell you what you must include. But this is a pretty foolproof starter for 10.